What's all the buzz about the new FHOplus model and how family doctors are getting paid in Ontario? What has changed? First, let's go back to the really old way family doctors were paid, and that's what's called fee for service. This means that a doctor is paid a specific amount for a specific type of visit. The most average typical family doctor visit is called an A007 type of visit. The doctor bills that code and is paid $37.95 per visit as per the schedule benefits in 2025. In the 1990s, though, the faux model was invented, and this pays family doctors more of a flat rate per patient per year. And this comes in the form of three main categories. The first is the main base capitation rate, which averages about $175 per patient per year. The other fee is a CCM fee, and that averages about $42 per patient per year. And the other one is called the access bonus, and that goes up to about $32 per patient per year on average. So overall, the family doctor is paid an average of $250 per patient per year, including all three of those categories. In addition, whenever I see a patient for an actual visit under the full model, I still bill that old fee for service A007 code, but I only get paid 19% what's called shadow billing of that amount. So 19% of $37.95 is about $7 per visit. Not really much. At just $7 a visit, it actually costs just as much in overhead and administrative fees to have patients back for repeat visits. So it actually makes more sense to try to do all of the patient's concerns all at once in a single visit. In the new FHOplus model, the access bonus and the CCM fees are actually stopping. Instead, that money is being put towards an hourly rate. That hourly rate pays the family doctor both for time spent with patients during visits and also for the time after the visits and before the visits spent on all the admin work and paperwork that is done in family medicine. Effectively, that flat rate payment of $250 per patient per year under the original full model is now going down to just $175 per patient per year. But on the plus side, the doctor gets the hourly rate plus the shadow billing for the fee for service visits goes from 19% up to 30%. So now instead of getting about $7 a visit, the doctor gets paid around $13 a visit. When you include the hourly rate, the average family doctor visit might actually pay more like $23 to $26 per visit. What this ultimately amounts to is that there is much more emphasis to pay the doctor for actually seeing the patients for in-person visits. Nearly half of the revenue will now come from seeing patients for in-person visits, as opposed to prior, where most of the revenue came from the flat rate, regardless of how often you saw the patient.